Hello, Faisal Abbas here again. So today is our part 3 of our AWS basic storage operations. And in today's session, we're going to be performing operations on our S3 bucket. We're going to create a bucket, perform some basic operations on it, and then we're going to host a static website on that. So let's dig right in. Let's log into the console. All right, so I am logged into the console. You see that my default region is North Virginia. S3 is a global operation, although the bucket resides in a specific region, but the operation is global, and the S3 bucket name has to be unique, across board. All right, so to go in there, we're gonna go into the all services. Under the all services, you see the storage, and under storage, you see the S3. So we're gonna click on S3 here, and as you see that I do not have any bucket created as of yet. So as soon as I went into the S3, you see that the region is changed to global from North Virginia. All right, so I'm going to click on create bucket. The bucket name has to be unique. So let's just name it a unique name. Let's see if it picks up mine. All right, so it picked up, and then pick the region US East 1. This is the bucket block settings, so that the recommended method is not to allow public access to your buckets. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it blocked for now, and then we're gonna enable it accordingly. All right, so click on create bucket. This is the basic operation, and then as soon as the bucket is created, it'll show up here. All right, so you see the bucket name it picked up, and access is bucket and objects are not public at this time. All right, so how to enable or disable the public access? You can go into the left hand pane, click on block public access account settings. You see that it is enabled on all the types, either the new ACL or only or any access ACL, or a couple different types here as well. So we can click edit here, unblock it, save the changes, and it'll ask us for the confirmation. All right, so I confirmed it. Now that the public access is enabled, okay, so the block is lifted now. So if I go into the bucket, and right now it is showing that they are not public. If I refresh that, all right, so it is still showing not public. If I go in there under the bucket, let's just upload a file. I created one HTML file. Index.html is just a basic file. It has like 2 comments into it. All right, so I uploaded here. Click next. It is asking me manage public. The block public access settings are turned on for this bucket, and it is recommending that do not grant the public read access to these objects. Click next, and then different storage classes, and their different tiering, and then what they are offering currently. All right, so click upload. All right, so the file is uploaded right now. Okay, we're gonna be performing a couple of things here. One is S3 actually allows us to create give me 1 second, let's just take it there. And so I am in the bucket right now. So if I go into the properties, S3 allows some 10 different settings. Out of those settings, there's one which is called the static website hosting. So if I click on the static website hosting, it gives me an option that it has a public URL for this S3 bucket, and I can use it to host a website, or I can redirect to, let's say, to some other site. I can do that. Currently it's disabled, so I'm going to enable it here. It's asking me for index documents. So our index document will be index.html, and although I do not have error HTML, we'll just create one. We'll just name it here, okay? And I'm going to copy this. All right, so, and I'll save it here. So as soon as I save it, so bucket hosting is saved. I'm going to go back to the overview, highlight my file which I recently uploaded, go into the actions. I see that it has shown that it is publicly available. So I'm going to open a new tab here, paste that URL, hit enter. All right, so I am getting the access denied. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the bucket, okay? Go into the block access, and I see that it is disabled. I'm gonna go into the bucket again, go in there, okay? I'm gonna click on it and see that it is enabled for the public. I'm gonna refresh that. Just refresh it one more time. Let's see. Still has the access denied. All right, so I'm going to go into the properties, into the permissions. The block public access is still on. All right, so I'm going to click on that and then click edit and disable that. It's going to ask me for the confirmation. I confirm that. All right, so it's confirmed public access settings updated successfully. All right, so let's go into the page again and refresh it. Still access denied. All right, so I'm going to go into the overview, click on index, like highlight on that, and then click make public. It is telling me everyone will have the access to it. I'm going to click make public here. All right, refresh it. Go back again, refresh the page. Should have that now. All right, so this HTML file is accessible. That means the public access is enabled and the website is enabled now. So let's do another operation here. So there are a couple of websites that actually offer free HTML templates. There's one here, I guess. Yeah, there's one site which is freewebsitetemplates.com, and they provide several different templates. You can just download them, edit them according to your business or your personal requirement, and you will be able to upload that. So I just downloaded one frozen yogurt shop template, and let me just show it to you guys. So it downloaded the zip file. If I go in there into the zip file, you see it has a CSS folder, it has a fonts folder, images, and several different HTML files there. So what I'm gonna do is I extracted all those files under a folder named FYS, frozen yogurt shop. I go in there just to show you guys, all the content is here. So what I'm gonna do is I am going into my bucket here where I have the index HTML. So I'm gonna upload that entire folder FYS. I'm gonna just upload it here. Next, and then it is asking me about the public access. Recommended is do not grant. So I'm gonna just grant that, override it, and next, same thing about the different storage classes. Click next and then click upload. At the bottom, you see the bar, and it is uploading all those files for us. Once it completes, we're gonna check a couple of things, and then we'll check if the site is ready for us. All right, so upload is completed. So I'm gonna highlight that here, go to action and look into the make public. All right, so everyone will have access to it. I'm gonna make it public. It is making everything public here. So you see that it is, accessible. It should be accessible now. So I'm gonna just copy the URL. Since we created a folder, so I'm gonna just type FYS right after that. And under that folder, I have all those HTML files. So once I hit enter, see, the site is up and running here. So I can navigate to, all those links here, they're working, and you can edit that accordingly. And you can have a site up and running and ready in minutes actually. So this actually concludes our our current operation on the S3 storage, and I can go back in there and then remove it from the from the public access, or I can go to the S3 storage here, and I can simply go in there, block public access, edit that, and it should block public access to everything. I just confirm it. All right. So now we do not even have to, get the, get that, uh, web server or the EC2 instance and then have the web server running on top of it. This S3 storage actually, grants us the capability to, to update that or, run it as a web server for us. So underlying infrastructure, we do not even have to maintain that. All right, so this concludes um, our part 3 where we created the S3 bucket, we performed some basic operations and then hosted a static website here, okay? All right, so I'll see you in our next video. Thank you.